Hey, what's up, YouTube? In this reading, you will find your Jupiter blessings prediction. So it will be for the next Jupiter transit. So like 1 to 2 years, kind of. So in this reading, I want to see what will be maybe improving in your life, what will be much easier than before, and what sorts of blessings await you. So please pick one of the piles and see you there. So you can pick your pile by number, or I can show you the stones more closely. They're all like this, kind of very simple, but if there is something that you like about them, like a crack or something like that, that's number 1. This is number 2. This one's number 3. It's kind of polished, but it's also kind of cracked, so it's nice. And that's number 4. And that's number 5. Or you can also choose by the little image that I made right near the stone, so go ahead and choose 1 or 2. Okay, hello, group number 1 people. So let's see what blessings does Jupiter bring you. If you chose this first one, either with a purple oval, either just a number or whatever. So let's see what Jupiter has brought you. Okay. Okay, so I think I never had this card ever in this deck. It says be in service. So I feel like actually what Jupiter is bringing you is actually an opportunity to be in service. I feel like it's actually aligning you to the right path. It's like I see an ocean here, and it's like you're there and you're on this depths. You've already seen the depths of yourself, and you know where to channel your energy and what to exactly do in this world. And I feel like Jupiter is aligning you to those opportunities, to the correct people, to kind of it kind of puts you in the right flow. When before you may have done maybe jobs that don't serve you, you may have been associating with not right people for you or something like that. You may have been giving yourself for something that is not for you, while right now Jupiter is kind of putting you into that flow state where you can be in service and where you can like execute your talents in the most effective way possible. I feel like it may, like at this time for you, you can receive it's like I really stare at this seahorse right here, and I feel like this can manifest with you getting to know right people, as I said before, or like I hear having a new pet. I don't know how it will help you, but I feel like for this group it's very prominent to either have a new pet or like a new creative endeavor or something you take care of, either even maybe a car or a bike or something like that. Just a new kind of thing and a um, new thing you care about. But yeah, I feel like you have done a lot of shadow work. It's like she's here sitting in the ocean and there is this light coming out, and I feel like it's like you've already seen the depths. You're like sitting at the depths of this ocean and you're fine with it. Look at her, she's so happy. She made peace with all of her shadows, with all of her subconscious there, subconscious programs, and they have learned how to flow with them and how to work with them. Okay, and I feel like in general, Jupiter brings abundance, right? But it seems like I feel like this time Jupiter is really letting you to stay in that vibration of abundance well before you may have maybe received a little bit and then it was gone for some reason, or you couldn't stay in that positive vibration of abundance for a long time. But right now it seems like Jupiter will raise your vibes that way so that you will stay in that mood of abundance. You will stay like in that prosperous consciousness. Yeah. This is so funny because this card says Yod Destiny, so that's exactly what I was talking about before. You're moving into your destiny. Like Jupiter is like working as this sort of compass that is like it's like a wind that is blowing into your back, that is really hardly pushing you into something new, into completely new world, but where you are in service and where you are treasured and where you are loved and where you give back the same amount of love. So this is really, really big, and this is very positive. Okay, cards are flying. Yeah, so like the first card is the sun, and I really, really love it. It's like you really master this masculine, divine masculine inside of you, and it's like each day you shine brighter and brighter. Each day you become stronger and stronger, and it's incredible. It's just magical, and you're really moving into that state of abundance, of flow really quickly, because a lot of stuff starts to happen, and it's like the stuff starts to happen and it doesn't ask for your permission. It just kind of flows into your life, and you're okay with it. You're like, I feel like you just got into that horse. You just very quickly sat on it and like, okay, what do I do next? This kind of like really quick. If that didn't yet happen to you and everything else is resonating, sort of, it feels like this Jupiter transit will bring it to you. So expect like quick movement in this and next year as well. If you felt like stuff is stagnant for you, if you felt like nothing's happening and you felt like you're not fulfilled in life, I see with the Six of Swords that you're moving away from that you're kind of really shifting your perspective on everything that happened, and um, it can be possible for you to move even at this time. At this time, I mean like this year or next year, this kind of sort of next 2 years time span. But before, it was like really boring, it was unfulfilling, it was like something is missing and you just can't get rid of that melancholy feeling. But right now you're moving into the new, and you're so much stronger than before, because I'm really looking at those boots. It's like before you didn't have those boots. You could have like you could have put your feet into the cold water and get like cold. You get a flu or something like that. But right now you have all of that new equipment. You have all of that new knowledge. You're like, I've done my stuff, I've served my time, and now let's go on to something else. And I see 222 right now. So I feel like you really done a great job. No matter what you do, you're awesome, you're shining, and you're moving into that sun, you're moving into that state of peace, into that state of blossom, and just, meditative kind of peaceful state, grounded state. And yeah, you're moving into that King of Pentacles energy. You're becoming a boss. In whatever you do, you're becoming a very experienced, grounded, smart, wise, and resourceful person that knows where and how to invest themselves, and knows what to spend their time to, and like they have a healthy self-esteem, not too high and not low, and they know themselves very well. So that's you, that you're moving into that energy. And yeah, while it was really shaky and it was unpredictable and kind of conflicting before, it could have been conflict with a person or with yourself, like inner conflict. But right now, it's all gone. It's because you've learned all the lessons you needed. You have mastered your shadow self, and like now light can literally come into your life. So that's awesome. Like this new period of your life, it's so much more fulfilling, so much more joyous and happy than before. So look forward towards, and I feel like there will be also a lot of work. Not only, happy, lucky, but you will also work, but you will be working more in a service. You will be working more in alignment with your own truth, and in alignment with your own pathway that you always meant to pursue, and which is awesome. You got the abundance, so this is no joke. You have the King of Pentacles and abundance, so expect seeds to grow, expect your cash flow to increase majorly, expect all the blessings to come in, and keep on working. And thanks for watching, and bye. Hi, group number 2. So let's see what Jupiter will bring you. What sort of blessings, what sort of opportunities, or we'll just see what will come out. Okay. Okay, so there's a lot going on. I feel like um, so with this Jupiter transit, I feel like you're strongly being asked to maintain your childlike spirit. So it literally says to enjoy your life in a more childlike way with a sense of wonder, even if it's even if it's stormy, even if it's winter season, even if it's stillness and nothing is happening, even though you would love for things to really move into your life with a quick speed. It's saying get excited for what's yet to come. And because I see that things will be most likely set in motion for you with this Jupiter, but I feel like this is kind of a more of a slow burn rather than pile one, because there is like I see winter here in this image, and I feel like it will take a bit of time for all the snow to melt, but I see there is a pathway towards light. So I see that eventually it will melt, and eventually you will be able to transform into that child again. You will be able to connect with that inner child completely and flow with it. Because before it seems like you've lost the connection with your child at some point. It seems like you've really matured up. You really have your game now, and like you have really bossed up in a sense. But your inner child is lost. It got lost somewhere in it. And interesting. I feel like with this Jupiter transit, it says life's depths. I feel like a lot of previous karma is now released. A lot of or will be released with this transit. It's like a lot of learning still needs to be done for this group. Yeah, so literally it's like I don't feel like a lot of blessings are gonna surge into your life magically, it's more like there is still something that needs to be done. There is still something that needs to be destroyed. There are still a lot of things in your life that have to be switched up and that you have to kind of work on. It doesn't even feel like Jupiter. It feels like Saturn is really kicking into your life. Maybe you have Saturn return. Maybe you're 27 or something. But it's like there is still some work, like a lot of work that needs to be done before all the blessings will surge. It's like either a toxic habit, either something in your life that doesn't serve you, something in your life that is not for you, and it says that it will take a lot of strength to get rid of it. It will take a lot of strength to release it, but this release will happen anyway, because you got the Tower, and it will happen like naturally. It will happen like thunderstorm, you know. It will just happen. You won't be able to control it. There is a lot of Pentacles energy, and also a Knight of Pentacles. So again, as I said before, I feel like this is a slow burn. This is like, this transit is more like it's preparing you for what's yet to come. It's kind of clearing out all the old stuff and putting you onto that vibration of being your childish self. Childish, I mean as in connected with your inner child, not as in immature or naive. But it seems like whatever you're pushed to work on, whatever you're pushed to like mindfully work on, because there's a lot of Pentacles, I feel like this is a very kind of, it's very slow moving. It's like maybe you need to, I don't know, maybe you need to raise a child, or you know, you need to do some stuff that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort before this new will come into your life, before those super huge blessings will surge into your life, before fortune will completely smile upon you. You will have to release a lot of stuff. It's like your own life's debt to kind of do something. It's like you owe some stuff from your past life to be done at this very moment, this very transit that is happening. And it may be difficult. It's like, this is a shadow work energy. It may be not pleasant at times. It may be like you feel defeated at times. It may be like you feel extremely hurt and extremely tired of all the things that happen, and like you don't have strength. But it's saying, even at those toughest moments, maintain your childlike spirit and sense of wonder, because your blessings are meant to come in. They're definitely meant to come in, but a bit later, it seems so. Because right now your debt is to give back for some reason. Karma, right? You never know what you did in the past life, but right now it seems like you have to work, and you have to work really stable and be very patient at this time. And if there are any toxic habits, or I don't know where else it might be, it's like some part of your life where you need to put a lot of effort to cleanse. Addictions, food, excessive food. It can be whatever, but it's like there will be still, you will need to put quite a bit of strength to release all of that. But I feel like you have the strength. You have your strength deep inside, even if sometimes it feels like you don't, but you actually do. I feel like if you tap into your inner wisdom, you will know all the answers already yourself. And it's like you prepare. Tap into your higher self and prepare for some shadow work, for some work to be done this transit. This reading didn't mean to go this way, but it kind of did. I'm just channeling what needs to be happening. what will be happening. So yeah, but it seems like after this Jupiter transit, so like 1/2 years, you will emerge into such a strong person. You will get so much more experience after all of this diligent work that you have put in. You will evolve spiritually and mentally and psychologically and physically, maybe even. You will just evolve. And eventually, after all of this work that you put in, you will get your fruit. You will get your abundance, your huge bag that you're looking for. But some stuff needs to be released prior. But it's like after all of this, what will be happening in time, you will look back and you will see that, oh my God, I'm so glad that it all happened to me. I'm so glad that I've did so much work. So right now I can be joyful, I can be free, and I can be out of all of the toxicity and unnecessary stuff that was in the way for me to live my best life. But after this transit, you will find your own harmony. You will kind of balance out completely. You will balance out your childlike spirit with your adult version. You will create. I feel like there is a lot of like creation. If you're creative, then it's like you will, in this transit, you will put a lot of work. It's really beneficial for you to it's this kind of energy to kind of focus your mind onto one thing and just channel the creative energy. Just if whatever, it can be writing, music, whatever it is people do, even precise sciences. It's like you can kind of very well concentrate during this. Yeah, your mind is really sharp at this time, though. Like it's like even though all of this stuff is happening, you still have your clear head, and you still kind of have your goal, and there is still this part of you that is strong no matter all the difficulties that can arise. And this part of you really sees the goal and it just goes for it. So I wish you a lot of luck, and thanks for watching, and bye. Hey, group number 2. So let's see what Jupiter is bringing you at this time. What is happening? Those previous piles that I did, they were so different. So I don't know. Okay, but in your case, it's really, really greatly positive, because you've got expansion. And that is like the very thing that Jupiter does, is it expands all of your life. It expands the blessings in your life. It expands, it's like giving you this hand of help when you most needed it. Kind of, it's this moment when your flowers begin to bloom, and it's this moment when everything goes your way. All the ships you were waiting, they're coming in, and it's like everything you wished for, you're gonna receive at this time. This is a very, very prosperous card. A very prosperous period of your life, when new doors are opening, new friendships, new connections are arising, new opportunities are arising, you create your new opportunities, blessings start to come in, and yeah, you're literally just so much you're a lot happier than you were before. And this is like a very peak of life. This is um, like the moment in your life when you look back at it and you think that this was the best period in your life. That's it. That's what Jupiter brings you. So that's really, really cool. But as well as, not only does it bring you expansion, it also transforms you in the most deep way, because you got the Pluto here, and it's like your life is completely shifting, your life is completely transforming, and a lot of stuff is also happening behind the scenes for you. It's like this very deep, it's like you're right now, you're at one point, but when you complete this transit, so like expect 1/2 years, it's like you're transformed into a new person. You are in very different circumstances. I see people moving. I see you switching the pace of living. It's like when before you may have been like go 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 and get, like this is a very much energy of peace and stillness. And I also see like a very strong connection with nature. It's like you become so grounded and so calm and peaceful. If before you had maybe anxiety or something like that, right now it's all being healed for you. It's gone. It's like literally like clean water start to wash out all of the unnecessary toxicity and negativity. And also you know yourself very well. It's again that, just like pile number 1, it's like that energy of knowing yourself very well and knowing your own shadow reflection, your own and like forgiving also yourself for all of your previous faults and flaws. And yeah, it's like it's a very, very it's like you got this, it's like through this Jupiter transit, there is a strong element of wisdom. It's like if now you still don't know something about yourself, you're still naive maybe in some way, you're still inexperienced. It's like with this transit you get profound wisdom and profound experience and knowledge that you need. It's like you really level up in all of the aspects of your life, especially in your own self-development. And there is this same card, it's literally this judgment and transformation, it's literally the same card. It's like you will really transform into your best version, into you're also ascending a lot as a soul, I feel like, during this transit. It's like there is a lot of this very strong element of peace and serenity within your soul. But this peace was achieved through a lot of shadow, deep, heavy experiences that you have gone through previously. And right now you are on the surface, but you know your depths. You've seen the depths, but right now you're moving out to the surface to see how beautiful the world is. It's like your eyes, you're getting a clear vision, like before maybe you have seen the world as one thing, like 2-3 colors, and during this transit your world becomes so much brighter, so much, like you see more opportunities around you, you experience more love each and every day. You see people, different people, you see it's just like the world is completely shifting in your life, mentally and as well as physically. As well as I said before, it's very possible for you to kind of expand, as in move houses, I don't know, buy a house in nature or something like that. It's this peaceful groundedness connection with nature that I really feel. And it's like you are so at peace. Like I just see this king as an old man who's like drinking his wine or whatever, and he's so at peace. He's like he's got his own, kingdom. He's got his own he got into his own flow. He's so peaceful with it. He knows, he has seen some stuff, and he knows how beautiful the world is actually. And it's like, this is you will be so serene and at peace, but also I feel like financial opportunities, new abundance, definitely new ways to earn money, maybe completely the ways that you haven't even discovered as in right now yet, new things, newness, things you would never thought you would do, those kind of things can arise. Like it's like I see that work right now in this transit, and from now on it doesn't feel like torture, it doesn't feel heavy. It feels like you are this artist that is just channeling his ideas into his own projects. It feels like that. It feels so light, and it doesn't feel like work anymore. While before it might have been like you felt like you're not appreciated in your workplace, or like it's heavy, like it's not for you, like you don't like something about it. But right now you are completely in alignment with what you're doing. You're so happy. You're happy financially, and you're happy emotionally in your workplace. And also, again, if you're looking for your soulmate, for your significant other, this is very, very, very prominent here, and this is very possible for you to meet them. And also it's like if you are single and you're looking for that person, then this person is being prepared for you. This person is being like all of the stuff that needs to be aligned before you meet this person, it's currently being aligned, and at the right time they will just arrive, they will just be here, and that's it. They will just like they will just be there when you need it the most. And if you already have your partner, then I see a very strong indicator that your bond will strengthen. Your bond will, you will become irreplaceable for each other, and you will, if you know that this is your person, if you know that they are for you, and you know that they can be trusted, then that's the sign that your partnership will emerge into even stronger bond and even more profound connection that it was ever. So that's sick. And again, there's like this element of being grounded, of being more wise than before, of being this meditative kind of state where you are so aligned with your soul and with your higher self that you just know things when they happen. You have a strong intuition. You're in complete flow with the universe because you are aligned with your soul and you just know things. You're not lost. You have your inner strong compass that leads you. And yeah, again, not only that you will get this, you will not only that you will be very aligned consciously, you will also have a lot of experiences where you're very joyful, where everything is like, again, this sense of childlike wonder, where there will be like this dynamic, this is like a new dynamic of life where you can rest, where you don't have to go push forward too hard, and if you have like a rest day, then it's hell because you are trying to just stay alive and get strength for the next day. This is like completely different dynamic of life where you're so fulfilled and you just easily share love with others, and you don't need to rest, you're never tired because what you're doing is so fulfilling, doesn't feel like work at all. So yeah, again, a very strong connection with your emotions, and it seems like, wow, it seems like you're really thriving at this transit. You're really, all like this expansion touches all of the aspects of your life, and you are the winner. You're the winner. You have won the prize. You are expanding into your best self, and it's like, even if there are some difficulties, even if there are, it's like you work so peacefully through them. It's like this death, metaphorical death, comes easily, so to speak, to all of the unnecessary stuff, and change rushes in such a comforting way that there isn't a moment of, like, there is no moment of sadness, there is no moment of waiting for your ships to come in, especially during this transit, because you are so in the flow. You never wait, you just create your own magic and live your own magic. This is very, I feel like this group is very, like, no matter what you're doing, I feel like these people are very poetic. These people are very kind of, their souls are very sensitive, I feel like. Yeah, and literally you got the love. So that's a very promising transit for you. That's all I can say. It's expect love, abundance, happiness, and everything you wished for. And I feel like that's it. And I wish you an amazing day, and bye. Hi, group number 5. So let's see. Let's see what Jupiter brings you. This transit. So I don't know what can be better than this, but it says new experiences and possibilities. So if you felt like your life is stagnant, if you felt like there was a lack of excitement, there was a lack of change, there was a lack of newness in your life, then it's coming for you. It's saying you've done a really great job prior this transit, and now it's time for you to dive into the new, to dive into the unknown, to see the world as a very bright and loving place again, to explore completely new territory for you. And I really love that, because it's like a huge heart chakra activation, when before, if there might have been any blockages there, if there might have been trust issues, or like you have experienced some trauma before that you still didn't feel, that you didn't heal from. It's like it's a complete healing. It's complete. It's like you're becoming so much stronger and so much more graceful and vulnerable again in your heart space. Like your heart is open for new possibilities and experiences, and they are coming in. If you had any trauma that you still feel that you're not healed from, you will heal completely through this transit. You will experience, newness will come in, that's for sure. Especially I feel like it doesn't have to be anything huge like moving, although it might be for you. It might be like a new, completely new beginning. But I feel like this is more like internal newness. Even if you are in the same place with the same people, same circumstances, it's still like completely, you have a fresh perspective on your life. You have a fresh outlook. You have completely new chapter in your life. And you also have your new dreams. It feels like there will be a passionate new beginning in terms of what you wished for prior, in terms of what you always were desiring in this life. You will, with this transit, some new spark will come in, and it will bring you your wish fulfillment. It will bring you your, like some sort of dreams of yours will come true for sure. And it seems like new feelings are emerging. So there's also this element of you being a creator, of you creating from your heart. Like I see this magician as a person that is really connected to their heart, because they're like their heart is shining and they're creating from their own soul. It's like through this transit you will be able to finally create what you always wanted, finally work on what you always wanted. You will be able to finally follow your dreams, and you will finally see like the universe is helping you, like the universe is aligning you to what you always like. It's just this feeling of it's finally there, it's finally here. And we got one Fool that is like signifying a complete zero, new beginning, and we got 3 ones, so 2 aces and 1 Magician. So this is like wow, if you always I'm sorry, but there is one more ace here. It's an Ace of Pentacles. I just this is very, very exciting, and I just can't help but laugh because this is such a feeling of like I want to cry, literally I want to cry. It's been such a long time coming for you, but right now it's all coming true. It's like all of that drought that you felt prior, all of that unfulfilling stuff, or all of the stuff you've seen on a daily basis that will just break you down. Right now it's all transforming into blessings, into sunshine, into money as well, if you were lacking in that. Like whatever department you were lacking at, it's finally everything you wished for. It's finally, and it also happens, I feel like it's like 1 month you are still unfulfilled, still your life is still black and white, and next month you wake up and you notice things are beginning to shift, and you don't know why, you don't know how. You're like, but I've always put the work in. Why is that only happening now? But that period was showing you something, was teaching you faith, and was teaching you patience, especially faith in the process. But it feels extremely joyful. It feels extremely like everything you manifested before, it's all just comes into your life. And the period of wait is over. The period of where you wait for something to happen, of uncertainty whether that will happen or not, it's all over, because it's all coming into your life. And it feels so refreshing, so positive, so you get your lust for life back again. You get wow, this is, I don't know, this is so, like, I can't even articulate it. It's just profound joy, profound miracle. Your life is everything you wished for. Huge wish fulfillment. Family, or people you redeem as family around you. Joyful, happy atmosphere. Your childlike sense of wonder is there with you. Like you're in love. You're like a young girl, boy, whatever, non-binary, still that is in love. And you already moved out from all of the trauma and all of the, like, you're moving from the place that doesn't serve you, and you're moving into all of this abundance, positivity. There isn't one bad card. This Jupiter transit is extremely auspicious because you also move into new connections, into much more stable connections that serve you, that resonate with you, and that bring you the most of everything you wanted. Strong passion for life, strong sense of adventure, and very strong family bonds. I see very strong connections that arise at this time, and I see 222. They are for life, they are divinely guided, and they are just meant for you, because before you put a lot of hard work in, and this is like all of these blessings, it really seems like unicorns and rainbows, but it's really not, because you have earned that. You've put so much work in this life, in previous lives. You've earned all of it. It's all yours, and this is all yours for a reason. And really enjoy it, because it's like you're worthy of all of these blessings. You're worthy to live your best life, because you have served, like, this is like a scale of karma. You have done the shadow work in the past. You have done you have completed all of the trials and tribulations, and now it's time to move into that sunshiny valley over there. So this is just miraculous. And all of the newness, because we got 4 ones here, and this is complete shift of circumstances, of your own perception of maybe even physical moving, but it's very new, and it's very well deserved. And it's like you got the knowledge, it's like you got the knowledge about where you're going and where you're meant to be. It's like each and every, it's like you are becoming more wiser, for sure, but also, and it's also 1. If you combine 2 and 8, it's also 1. So I feel like this is like receiving like new passions, new hobbies, new desire to learn things, new desire to see things from different angles, and like expansion of your mind. And there's another ace. I don't know, maybe look up the meaning of number 1 or number 11, because this is very strong. And and there is another one. I don't know, I can't make this up. It just keeps popping up. So yeah. Yeah, so I feel like if you are called to explore some sort of new endeavor, or like go into uni or something like that, like get a new course, or just expand your knowledge, read completely different things, you like look up about new things. You can learn about science, or some fears that you have never touched upon. It's like this is all opening up for you. It's like you have a brand new canvas that you're in your mind, that you can fill with new information. and there is a lot of new things you will learn throughout this time as well. But this is extremely prosperous, and if that is not still in your life, then it will come soon. So I feel like that's it for you, and I wish you a great day and a great transit, and bye. Hey, group number 3 people. I'm doing your pile last, but everything that was prior to this pile was so amazing. I have no doubts that this one will be very promising as well. So let's see what the Jupiter brings you. It's really great, because I feel like this Jupiter transit it's bringing you this illumination. It's bringing you those realizations that you always wanted. It's bringing you this clear picture and also big picture thinking that you always needed. It's like finally some things in your life start to click. It's like finally you see how things connect, and why did you do certain things in the past, why are you doing them now, what are you going forward. Like you get the clear picture of who are you in general, you are in society, who you are as a person, who and what do you value, what do you value in people, what do you value in yourself. Get this clear picture, and you got the clear goal of where to go and where to put your energy in. And it's like you got new options. You got two, by the way. One is 11, one is 2. So you got new options, you got new kind of ways you can expand yourself. And like during this transit you will have to kind of choose one, because you will have several options, and you will, I see 2 again. So you will have to choose between several options. It can be in workplace, it can be, it can be maybe people. You're choosing something in this transit. And we got Libra, I balance. So I feel like this is the transit where you definitely have options, you definitely have choices, and you're being called to do the most balanced out, way out decision. It's like you're being asked through this transit, you're being asked to not to rush things and to think things through before, like don't do any impulsive decisions. Yeah, really let the time pass before the decision has to be done. Let some stuff to align, because if you think that you have to do a decision now and you're not ready for it, there will be a moment when everything will be illuminated, and when you will feel ready, when you will feel like, okay, I have to do this now and I'm 100% sure of it. And then you will take action. But it's saying to really balance yourself out before you make any big decisions, and before making any decisions in general. So I see that for a lot of you there is a huge possibility to either buy a new house, either move, either have a new environment around you, either redecorating your place, either having a new child. Sorry, I got interrupted. So anyway, with this transit, again, I see 111. Like in the previous group, it's like a lot of ones, so you might look up what the one means to you, but it's generally saying about the new beginning. And I feel like a tough cycle. This is really, especially I feel like this moon, and there is moon here as well, this full moon. It's like, I feel like it's completion of heavy cycle of some really heavy stuff, some series of events that really trigger your shadow self, that really trigger you to face your fears, to face your unconscious patterns that you don't like, to face all of the unpleasant, disturbing things. It's all ending for you. This has already been done, and now it's time for cleanse. Now it's time for new to come in, and for all to be broken down. Maybe in a quite unpleasant, very unpredictable way, but in the end it's gonna free you and it's gonna liberate you. And in general, I see that in this transit you're glowing up, you're becoming more proud of yourself, and you're glowing up physically and mentally. You're becoming like, you're standing here so proud of everything you've achieved, of all of the things that shaped you, and you're like, you completed this level in the game where you're still immature and shaky, while right now you are more grounded and stable, and you're moving into the new world, into new possibilities, and you're gracefully releasing all of the unnecessary things. But yeah, there's a strong element of you being guided by your own inner guidance, whatever you believe in God. You're being guided by the higher power. And when I saw this card, I immediately thought of an Empress card in tarot. I thought of prosperity. I thought of strong feminine maternal energy rushing into your life, and you, especially you, embodying it. And there she is. And you're the only group that got the Empress. So again, I see a full moon here as well. So it's like a completion of a very long cycle that has been in your life for a long time. It's like some things finally tie up, loose ends finally tie up, and things are like, you see things from different perspective. You see the bigger picture, and you're also, while ending this huge cycle, you're also transitioning into the new one at the same time. and it happens very naturally, in a very harmonious way as well. And you're the winner. You're moving into your own victory in whatever you're doing, in however you're living. You're moving into your own kind of best outcome. And there is again a strong element of being connected with your kind of sacred divine feminine, and it's like you're so upgraded that you have all of the feminine power. Like that there's a myth in today's society that female and feminine energy is weak, although it's also clearing out at this moment. But you embody the best of the feminine sacred power at this time. I'm sorry. And I also get a lot of distractions at this reading. And I'm not saying you will get distracted throughout this time, but there will be stuff happening in your life. There will be a lot of movement, I feel like, a lot of day-to-day action, a lot of like, I don't see like a very still period. I see a period full of action, and it's like things are shifting for you. Things are moving into a much more better direction. It's into much more aligned direction. And you've got people that love you right near you, right by your side. You've got people who appreciate you, who, even if it's people who you don't know, it's like, even if you, for example, you do something on the internet, or you have colleagues that you're not really in a close connection with, but they see you and they love your presence, and they love your input into what you're doing. Yeah, and this is like a very strong, again, a strong transit where you let go of all of the heavy stuff, of all of the burdens, of, I don't know, of all of the difficulties in your mental body. There is again this element of wisdom, because it says, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. So you're becoming so much more wise, so much more strong, and so much more experienced throughout this transit, and you're gracefully letting go. You learn the lessons, but you let go of the things that happened, because you've been through some heavy stuff already, and that's enough for you, because you've already learned. And now it's time for a bit of a, I'd say much more of a lighter period, of a more happy and lucky as well, more happy and lucky period, where you feel like your young self again, where you feel like a little girl fallen in love. And this group, I have a lot of messages. I have people writing me, people calling me, and there will be a lot of communication throughout this transit for sure. There will be new people, there will be new connections, and there will be just a lot of day-to-day activity. It's like you won't get bored for sure. You won't get a moment when you will I'd say you will be urging for a moment of stillness at this time, because there will be a lot of stuff happening, and you're happy with that. You're happy with where you're at, and you're happy with where you're headed. So I wish you a great transit, and I will see you in another one of my videos, and bye. So I hope this reading has helped those who needed to see it, and if you want a private reading with me, please head to my Etsy shop, and I will be so fortunate to read for you. So thanks so much for watching, and bye.